Wall.
Perfect.
I think I've got this. There we go. I've been playing too much Star Citizen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome back to Space Engineers as I'm talking about Star Citizen. The stream had already started. Isn't that great? People are going to be like, what do you mean Star Citizen? You're in Space Engineers. I'm trying to relearn, playing Star Citizen, whole bunch of controls, then you go back into Space Engineers, and then you're just confused.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of controls again. Every key is bound again. They're just all different.
They're all different. I just should rebind all my games so they use the same space controls.
I thought you were going to say you were going to rebind all of your games so that all the buttons just make toggle walk mode.
Well, I always have to have walk mode. We were talking about this yesterday. It's like, why would you ever want to walk mode? And then I am walking all over Star Trek Online because I think you look cooler when you do it. Indeed. Okay, let me recenter my camera. Today, though, Mr. Wasted, what are we doing today? I heard we were going to burn things with fire.
We are going to burn things with fire. It's my favorite activity, especially on a Thursday night. We're looking at a really awesome mod that has been out for ages, and everyone's going to be like, hang on a sec, guys. That's already done. That's way behind the times. Come on, get with it. We used Digi's Wings for a long time. There was an alternative by Draygo called the Aerodynamic Physics mod that has since had a bunch of other stuff added on it too, including the one that you guys are probably excited about with the burning, which is deadly re-entry, which literally turns ships into fireballs if they go too fast through the atmosphere.
We're going to be like shooting stars across the night sky. It's going to be lovely.
It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful. But first, because what you were saying was it's not just burn things in the atmosphere, but it's also got atmospheric flight, right? It's actually got like drag as part of this mod. And then what was it? It was atmospheric flight and something else, wasn't it?
It does drag, it does lift, and it does the re-entry heat effects. So the density of the air will affect like how hard it pushes back against you, and also the fact that it generates heat as it does so.
Okay, cool. Because I've only seen a little bit of that when we were testing it, and then we realized we had to bump up the speed on the server to make sure we could hit that like max speed. So, Omega, thank you so much for the support, man. First, Fleet Officer Omega reporting from the XPGS Banhammer. He's actually moderating my stream for me right now. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
So is the XPGS Banhammer a ship, then?
It's going to have to be. I got to put him in the Stellaris campaign because he's been helping me a lot with moderation for live streams. Do appreciate it. Where are we going to start? I think we were going to try out some aircraft builds, maybe, and maybe even try out my lovely plane that's already on the runway that you hate. Like, listen to the sigh.
It's wonderful. It reminds me so very much of the one from the start of the group survival season. Flying characteristics are almost identical.
You make me sad. I'm leaving. I'm walking away from you. I really like my aircraft for the survival series. It's not my fault that Space Engineers derped it up, all right? It flew just fine when I had originally designed it. Just fine. He's like, I don't believe you. So this was my test aircraft. The idea behind it was just to test it, to see how much lift I could get from a basic wing. It's got a very Cessna design to it. It's missing its forward engine. Shit. And I wanted to see how the game would react to having the flight mechanics and wheels, because we all know wheels and multiplayer, just like pistons and rotors, kind of can cause some issues.
Yeah, we've got the safety lock now, which is kind of does help, especially with rotors. But it seems that when you start modding the max speed of the game, things are a bit unstable again, essentially. So, are we going to go straight for a test flight? Oh, yeah, of course, you're trying to get an engine on the front of that. She does
Apparently
look a bit off
engines.
at the moment.
Yeah, we need an engine. So this must be an older version, but we can fix that. Why is it purple? Why did it auto color my engine purple?
I think it takes when you join the server, it takes my color palette. So at the moment, my first cut in the color palette is a purple for some reason.
That's really strange. So let's see how well this works with the wheels. I know we did a prior test, and it kind of tried to shake itself to pieces.
But that was
nothing to
another
do
time.
with the mod, though. Yeah, that was another time. This may totally work, and we'll be just fine. Now, there are two flight models that you can use with this mod, right? One of them is just like the normal, easier to use one, and then wasn't there like an advanced one that we were derping around with?
Yeah, there are two flight models. There's one that I guess is a bit more similar to how Digis work, where the lift is not calculated in depth. And then there's one, the advanced flight mode, which we have off at the moment. There's a whole bunch of chat commands that you can do by typing drag and stuff like that. But you'll see if I turn the UI on, advanced lift is false. And what that does is mean that you're going to be making much, much more realistic planes if you have that on. In order for it to fly, it needs to be balanced. So Kerbal Space Program style balanced, or real life style balanced, where the center of mass and center of lift are very, very close to each other. Center lined, perhaps the lift slightly behind the mast in order to encourage the plane to go up, etc. There's a few tricks to it, but when we did do a little bit of testing, my word, are those things hard to fly.
Yeah, like, and they gave us the numbers on like where the center was supposed to be, and I didn't quite understand that. I think there's supposed to be a visual element there, and we just couldn't see it. I don't know what was going on with that, but all right. Would you check the wheels for me, make sure everything is set up properly before we start making our run up?
Just looking at how she's set, I believe they are. But yeah, you're looking all right here. Oh no, not quite. Let's get rid of those.
Make sure she's not steering by the wheels either, or we're gonna have some issues.
There you go.
Give it its best possible chance of flight. All right, Wasted Base, this is Shack 1, requesting permission to take off. There's nobody back there. I have no actual thrust control, sir. I know why. I know why.
Don't even say it.
Don't even say it. It's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? We're taking off. Hey, if you go into first person and hold down Alt, it actually looks pretty cool in here. All right, we're taking off. I'll leave my UI on so you guys can see the speed we're going. And we do have a speed mod installed so we can get a little bit faster. I don't feel like we're fast enough, though.
No, this is not looking quite quick enough somehow.
Mayday. Mayday.
We are going down.
Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're all fine here.
She's pulled it back. Come on, Shack.
It's the wheels, man. It's the wheels.
As a co-pilot, I would love to be able to have something to do. All right, I'll lock the wheels. I'll lock the wheels. That's it. There you go.
All right,
wheels are locked. Does that help?
Let's see if that helps. Well, we're not vibrating like we were in the last test. And we're off the ground. Okay, we are vibrating a bit.
There's a bit of vibration going on my end, certainly. She's
the
wobbly,
good kind.
Captain.
Oh, I don't like it. Oh, she's wobbling too much. All right, so this kind of shows abandoned ship.
I'm going to come and get your wheels off. Keep her in the air, Captain.
I'll try to keep her in the air. So if you have wheels on, this is something that we've noticed. The planes will kind of like to shake themselves apart, and then you'll lose control. Because of the angle we're flying at right now, we're kind of losing speed, meaning we're going to fall out of the sky. Okay, wheels. You get the forward one.
Yeah, there might be a small hole in one of your wings. Don't worry about that too much. Probably.
Oh,
fine.
yeah, no, it's fine. We don't need... But look at how smooth she's flying now. And we've also gotten 3 times the speed we were going before. Are you in?
No.
Can you make it back inside?
Try, keep going straight. I should be able to just about... Oh,
right,
God, this is hard. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm getting back in this with any gameliness.
I'll slow it down. I'll slow it down. So we got nice controls now. I can totally just bank up a little bit. We'll get a little altitude. We'll burn a little speed.
Come on. Oh, no.
Here's your moment.
I had it. I was stuck on the back. Come on.
100 kilometers an hour.
There we go.
Losing altitude. All right, cool. We're good.
Live reenactment of what episode was that? The Message.
At
least I was trying to land on something solid that time. Wasn't moving.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, man. I can't wait till we get to the second season really moving along. Now, look at this. We can fly just fine, and it's actually using the wings, or the biggest flat area on the vessel, to actually give us some lift. And I dig this because who's the other one? Digi, right? He made the other wing mod?
Yes, well, there's 3 technically, but yeah, the one we are familiar with is Digi's. And that works completely differently to this. That one basically means that if you're going fast, it will freeze your motion in the horizontal plane to your wings. So you basically, if you're going really quickly, it will not let you go up and down. Which is an interpretation of how to do it, whereas this one works completely differently. So this one looks at the profile of your plane. So in this case, it's going, all right, we've got a really large surface area for the wings. That really large surface area is going to generate lift, because those are the ones pointing down in relation to gravity. But then head on, we've got some relatively large surface areas as well. So those are the bits that are going to generate drag. And
I have no rudder control, so forgive me if this doesn't work out the way I'm hoping it does.
Oh God, you're not coming. Okay. You are coming, but...
Don't worry, I've got it. Bringing her in nice and soft. We have no wheels, so we're going to have to just flare it a little bit, lose the speed, and There we go. And we never would have been able to do that in Space Engineers. All we had was forward thrust there, and we actually used the wings to bank. I flared it at the end, meaning I pulled back on the stick, so we gained a little bit of altitude, lost all of our speed, and we were able to just feather it down to the ground. How cool is that in Space Engineers?
I was just checking as well, the thrust of our single thruster on this, the heliplane small two-blade propeller, only goes up to 406 kilonewtons, which is tiny. Like, that's a single small thruster, basically, on the front of this plane. No more than that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what we were able to do with one single, small thruster you were saying.
Mm-hmm. Let me just confirm that with some other ones.
Yeah,
but
check
I
to see
reckon
with the
how they compare. So, turn it off. Oh, okay, not singles. It's about the equivalent to 5 small atmospheric.
Okay, and what's the weight on that aircraft?
Weight on that aircraft at the moment, sir, is just under 13 tons.
13 tons. Excellent. We just landed 13 tons. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down so she's not making any more noise. But now that we've got the flight mechanics down, how about what do you think? You want to actually build a proper looking aircraft?
I want to try and build something and see what's what with the whole deal, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Well, what are we going to do for landing, though? Like, for landing gear? We can't use wheels, because they freak out.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, all I can think of is landing skids made out of blast blocks, maybe.
They might be able to take the impact. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, given the base of this thing took the impact, as long as you can come in as smoothly as that, we should be fine. I'm just thinking of something with a bit less surface area.
As long as you can land it like a feather, it'll be fine. Okay, yeah, that'll be great. I love this plan. All right, well, let's give it a go. I like it. Well, let's run over to the other side of the runway. We'll have more space. I don't want to delete my beautiful bird here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there, but there's another thing. A couple of people in my chat are pointing out that the sort of differences between Digis and this, in that Digis uses special blocks. What you'll be noticing on my end of things at the moment is we actually have Digis blocks on still. This mod, Draygo's mod, actually has an option to enable compatibility with Digis, so that it turns off his physics, but allows you to still use the wing blocks, which is pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah, because put him back down there so people can see on my stream.
Oh,
like
sorry.
his mod, I've used it in almost every video since all these flight ones came out. But a lot of people's builds they like the look of these wings. They give you a nice slick look, so you can still use them with this mod, but you don't need them, and that's what's really cool. That's not going to produce your lift anymore. It's actually going to look at the structure that you built. So, very cool. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, and we can just leave those on. I kind of like the look of that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I wanted them on still, is because the wings do actually look pretty cool. Even if you're not using their functionality, it's a nice model.
And if you've got a lot of blueprints with them, like I know you've got a ton. Like,
yeah,
I think everything you've built for the last year has his wing mods installed.
Yep, pretty much. It became like the one staple mod that I was used to using. Right, so we're standing here, both of us, because we don't know where to start, do we?
Now, question for you. Something that we haven't messed with yet, but it probably will work. Large blocks.
You want to do a large block
right?
one? Technically, they work, yeah. Should we see how much it'll take?
Let's see what happens. I don't know if we're going to be able to land it, though, just because it's going to be much more weight.
Well, I think it's all about the wing area versus the weight. We just need a really big wing. Big enough that maybe we want to go down on the ice.
You want to go on the ice to try it? Okay,
I'm thinking might be a better idea, because I'm thinking this needs to be a big, like, single wing aircraft would be the best test, you know? When I say single wing, like you know what I mean. I don't know how to describe it.
I mean, what I had pictured in my head was we could do something like an Air Force cargo aircraft, right? Like a C-130 or a C-17, like that kind of very boxy design already, and then just two monstrous wings on the sides.
Yeah.
And a center line, tube for the cockpit.
Sort of tube chassis. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
The only reason I went the sort of big wing route was thinking that's the best way of making lift out of all of your available bodywork. You may have quite a thick wing, but yeah, let's go cargo plane. There's always room to try others later down the line.
Definitely, and this is probably like the simplest kind of design we can do. Let me get a mirror mode going on here.
So what sort of length are you thinking of having it, sir? If you give me a length to work with, I can start working on some wings off the top of it? Because you want to hang the wings off the top, I'm assuming.
Yeah, let's do top line wings. So maybe I'll do the cockpit right here in the nose. So this would be the nose. How's that length look to you?
It's not too bad.
You want to go a little longer?
You'll have a better idea of this than me. How would you say proportionally? What width of the wings in comparison to the length of the body?
Well, 2 seconds.
About the same? Twice as long? What do you think?
Let me get a reference image real quick.
Yeah, you get where I'm coming from. It's like...
Nope, that's a Cessna. That's not going to work for us. We just took that for a spin.
Yeah, that didn't work very well. Nope.
Like a C-17. So, that's beautiful. Okay, so what I was thinking was each wing will be as long as the center line. So if I were to draw this out, wrap up the normal block, and we'll go up maybe 4, and then we'll come out something along the lines of maybe that. We could still go longer if we wanted to, but that's the front of the wing.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? And then you'd have your tail section. I'm worried I'm going to get too heavy here.
I think we're going to need more wing to lift the weight. Honestly.
Okay, we could totally do that. We could do like a swept back wing, so we go out like 4 more, and then we kind of sweep it back.
And I kind of sweep it a bit. Yep.
Whoops. And you sweep it back. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. You got mirroring on this, haven't you?
I do.
How far out did you go? 14.
Go a little bit more forward. Yeah. And if you feel like you need to go a little bit farther out, it's all good. It is all good.
I am going to once again endeavor to use the new building system and like it.
You really don't like it, huh? You've gotten the experience now where you're just not so much.
I don't think so, but I'm going to keep trying with it until... Because how long will it take you to work off that sort of slightly ingrained, I've always done it this way, so get off my lawn, you young kids, kind of approach?
I'll be honest, I've got all my blocks on my list like I always do. As soon as they gave me my blocks back, I just gave up using the new building system.
Yeah, screw it.
So I'm just faster this way, and I know I could turn off my UI and know exactly what I'm looking at just by hitting the number. I know that 2 is my slanted block, 1 is my normal block, 3 is my corner, and 4 is my whatever you call that, angled corner piece. Da, 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 da. So maybe rotate these up. So that would be your fuselage right here. Okay. You know, a proper cargo plane with like a drop-down door in the back would be really cool. We didn't put any of the big doors.
Yeah,
though.
we'd need the mod rather than wanting to put rotors on it, I think.
Ugh. No rotors. No thanks. I'm good. I want this to blow up. If it does crash or explode, it needs to be because I crashed it, not because it ripped itself into pieces. That's all I ask.
It's worth throwing out there something we haven't mentioned that's quite cool about this mod versus the Digi version. And this is not to say that I am going to stop using Digi's one, not by any means. But this one does support large ships, whereas Digi's does not. There's only small ship wings. So this whole process here is just not possible with Digi's mod.
Now my question to you is, have you done it though?
Have I done
Have you actually built a large aircraft with this mod and had it like fly?
With this mod? No.
Okay.
No, my experience with this mod is very, very thin.
I need an angled block. I'm still terrible with Windows. I've played this game for years.
Probably making these wings too thick, but it's on the basis that I can always trim the top level off afterwards if I need to.
Those are the wrong ones. There we go.
Okay.
Trying to make a proper
We got
cockpit here.
10.
So I had this idea, and Wasted didn't like it. I'm curious what you guys think watching the stream right now. But I wanted to do like a capital ship coming through orbit, right? Like coming into the atmosphere and starts to burn up. And the other mod that we have installed is the jump drive one. So as soon as the jump drive, burns down, I'm hoping those 2 mods combined will make the jump drive explode. But Wasted was like, no.
He's constantly trying to get me in trouble, isn't he? No. There's always his fault.
You know what you did. I had a brilliant idea for mass destruction, and you were like, "We're already pushing the game to the point where it's probably going to crash."
And what was your response to that?
Oh, I said, "Yeah, you're probably right."
No, that's not quite what you said.
What did I say?
You said, let's give it a reason.
That's right. I was like, well, you know, it's going to crash. Let's make it crash for a reason.
Guarantee our demise.
If it's going to crash, give it a reason. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. How do we want to do this? Let me back up here. This actually looks pretty good so far. For one of my builds. Let me preface that with...
Yeah, it's got a certain something. Fairly World War II, but it is Space Engineers Windows in the end. There is not that much leeway.
I was going to say, yeah, give me a break here. It's Space Engineers Windows system. That's going to look terrible, isn't it? I have built worse looking things. But not in recent history. Let's delete that. Digging these wings, by the way.
Aye. The happiest day of my life was those 2x1 corner blocks. It's just something like, oh, designs that don't look all the same. Yeah!
Is this going to be a thing? Yep. I mean, how long is it that we were using those, was it the ramps? Armored ramps back then?
Armor ramps everywhere that made the game run terribly because they weren't very well optimized either.
And the destruction engine didn't actually work with them, right? So they wouldn't, like, fold up. That's not bad.
Yeah, but that was back when that was a beneficial thing. That was back when, you know, blast door blocks didn't deform and that meant that they were invulnerable, basically. Is that too thin? Yes, that's too thin.
Then just run this down. There we go. Let's see what you got going on for light or for wings. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. I think we've got the wingspan necessary now.
Yeah, I'm going to sweep them back in a little bit, I think, rather than have. Or do you want to? Is straight backed more realistic, or is swept in a little? I guess a tiny sweep.
Swept is good. Yeah, like what you've got going on here is fine. Are you talking about the back?
Yeah, I'm talking
about
the back.
Would be more realistic.
Straight back, you reckon? Roger that.
Because then you'd have your ailerons back there.
Yeah, so. Good point.
And if you want to put some, like, make them straight, and then if we do, I mean, don't feel free to change this if you don't like how it looks, but I would just do like.
Roger that. Changing it already.
Well, something like that though.
Yeah, to imitate flaps. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. I'll start working on the cockpit. You know, have you ever used the artificial horizon mod?
I have a couple of times.
Okay, because I haven't. It looks cool though. I've seen it in different builds that I've messed around with, experimented with, but I haven't actually used it. I was going to ask you if you knew how to like set it up properly, because then we could use that. That could look really cool.
Unfortunately, not. Not with that one.
Okay. That's no big deal.
I mean, I'd imagine, knowing Whiplash, who's the guy that did that one, that it's a case of put it in there, run it on a timer, done. That's normally his setup procedure.
That could be good. Chairs. I think I want to do passenger seats this time. Only problem with passenger seats is you don't get an artificial horizon built into the game. I noticed that last time.
Yeah, I think that's partly what his mod's all about, is to give you that option if you're doing remote control ships, which they generally look better, remote control based ones, honestly. How big an
that actually works pretty well though. It's not too bad. We're gonna need some fuel, some power. Are you good for me putting down some power?
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm, aside from maybe putting a bit of knurling on the wings, I think I'm pretty decent.
All right. Just gonna put in a really simple power system.
Would you absolutely hate me if I messed with your front end?
Of course.
Okay.
No, go for it. Go for it. I'll still hate you, but go for it. Well, you don't like it, huh?
It's the overhang that's doing me a bit.
What's wrong with the overhang?
I don't want to say.
Is it because it kind of gives it like an RV feel to it, like a camper?
A little
and not
bit.
like a plane?
But also an element of, like, that's an angle I've done a million times. And so has everyone else, you know, it's...
You are welcome to adjust it if you hate my work. It's fine. You can change it if you hate me. I don't mind.
I'm no wedgehog, but hopefully I can do something.
Just don't put lipstick on it.
Well, thankfully I'm also no morphologist.
Morph, if you're watching the stream, you've got to leave a comment in the chat right now. Oh, you know what we want a button panel here, because this just screams needs button panel. Buttons. Look at him, he's cutting my roof off. Hasn't even finished his side of things, and he's already changing mine. Alright, let me look at this back end here, see what we got going on, and update my reference image. We're gonna want to come back a ways. Like something that now, once we build something like this, I'm kind of curious how much lift do these wings produce, and how much cargo could we move? Like if you made a cargo plane that actually had, say, the General B back there loaded up into the back of it, if we could even fly having this thing loaded without it deciding to shoot its way out the side, how much can it lift, you know? That could be...
Not much. I imagine itself, if we're lucky.
You have little faith. Well, we can get away with a lot, I bet, depending on how much thrust we put on it. Proper cargo plane style, right? If you put enough engines on it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about landing still, though. That's kind of questionable. Oops. Don't mind me. It's breaking stuff back here.
Yeah, it's to be expected.
Just doing what I do. This, come on back.
Yeah, as people in chat, in my chat are pointing out, yes, the weight on the wings, you know, the fact that the wings are 2 blocks thick may just be adding a ton of extra weight. We'll play
Yeah,
with
it's kind of unnecessary, isn't it?
I mean, the idea was the shape is symmetrical, so anytime I need to, I can literally just take a layer off that without any issue. So if it becomes a problem, that can be sorted out relatively easily. How are you feeling about the... Oh, you're on the rear end at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get scale down in a way that I don't hate myself for it.
Oh, tail. I see. Yep.
Just want to see the size. That's too big. It's always the large blocks, working with large blocks.
Well, yeah, working with large blocks, like, it's tricky. Just because you know the angles you want to get, and you never have enough room to get them.
Yeah. And then any detail you're hoping for goes straight out the window. Did you just flush out the tail some more?
I've moved it too far forwards. Sorry.
You're fine. I have to step back from this and take a look at it. Okay, that's not too bad. I think the bottom needs to get fattened up a bit. Get it prepared for its first test flight.
There you go, that's how I meant to do it. So I just smoothed the angle off a bit.
Now, Oops.
Yeah, Ambrose, the standard. Good to hear that it is indeed Whiplash's standard procedure for setting the script up. Program block, timer, run program block via timer, done.
Can we get a server save just in case things go terribly, terribly wrong?
Don't you like to do dangerously?
Not in Space Engineers.
Isn't this one of these games?
Now when it comes to saves.
I'm gonna give it a reason.
Give it a reason. Oh, I'm never gonna live that down. Just give it a reason.
Dance with the devil, Shack. Dance. God damn it.
Terrible. I don't like it.
Have I not got... Surely I've got the horizon on here.
Let's get it flying, and then we can make it pretty. Do you agree with that assessment?
There's an element of that, yeah. We do need the artificial horizon for no reason other than now I want it. I'm getting poked by Whiplash.
He's make that happen. He wants it.
Whiplash says, we got altitude access in dev today, added in an altimeter to my horizon.
He just did that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, freaking awesome.
And
an
then
altimeter.
The second
We're gonna
line,
have an artificial horizon.
The third line, more appropriate to me, next thing on the list is coding a colorblind mode. What a legend.
That guy's a hero.
There's the modding scene in Space Engineers. There are some great, great guys doing stuff for this game. Oh, really? Space Engineers search is so dirty.
Well, yeah. Talking about blueprint searching. Oh, you're on the actual workshop right now.
Yeah, I'm on the workshop trying to get Whip's artificial horizon script. And it's a script, so I searched for horizon under script and got nothing.
Of course. You're gonna hate it 'cause it's got an overhang. I mean, nothing. Don't mind me. That was... never mind. No, it's fine.
Okay, it just went monsoon season outside my place, apparently.
I'm looking at the front of our cockpit now, and you're changed because if everyone and their mother's done apparently the design that I had, and then you just made it like a smooth to the top.
Yeah. What? Not quite. But yeah, I know, it's terrible. I couldn't do anything better either. What do you want? What do you want from me?
I got nothing. I got nothing. Okay, well, I can't see the chat. There we go.
We have artificial horizon.
Woohoo! We have no way actually to get in and out of the...
Yeah, I was about to say, and then I turned around and went, hang on a second. I can't get out of here, Captain.
A minute. Don't worry, I'm on this. If you look to your left and right, you will find emergency exits. There we go.
They better be on the left
along
and right
the aisle. They are, just not there. They're up front.
Hang on, along the aisle. That's what's
along
missing.
The aisle. Follow the blinking lights in case of emergencies. Along the aisle. Oh, is this what we're doing now? We don't even know if it flies.
This is how I work, all right, Shaq. You finish it, then you test it.
Then you test it,
then
and
you
then you
find
watch
out it doesn't
chairs
work.
fly everywhere.
Yep.
We don't even have engines. I'll go work on the rest of the flight mechanics. You just yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be out here. I'll be out here. Thrusters, gonna need those.
Nah, luxury.
Thrusters are luxury items?
Yep. What we're really missing is guide lights to the escapes.
Yes, those are... Who needs thrusters? Who needs jet engines? I could bring those a little closer to the hull. Really pack them in here. And then... yeah. Those are really big, actually.
Those are huge.
I wonder if we can get away with smaller ones. You want to? I'm thinking 4 small ones. We might be able to get away with that. Oh no, the small ones are just super tiny. Small ship thrusters. I don't want small ship thrusters. Give me the proper thrusters. What if we did like that?
The big ones almost look more appropriate. Those are really small.
Yeah, these are really tiny. We'd need like 6 of them.
Hang on, we do have the atmospheric jet engines and so on.
We've got
Small ship-
Dusties.
We've got Dusties. Are they of any use to us?
I don't know if they work on large ships. We're gonna find out there.
Dusty
Jet
parts.
engines.
Nope. Small ships only.
That sucks. Yep, small ship only. Bummer. We could do props. Are they only small ships too? Oh, they are only small ships too. Ah.
I guess it kind of makes sense if they were sort of intended to be used alongside aerodynamic wings, which only worked on small ships as well.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess so. I didn't realize that was a thing. All right, large engines, but maybe we'll just do 2. And I'll just kind of center them under the wings. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Like that.
Do you want me to
that's
have a
probably a
shot
little
at wheels? Or are we not gonna? Or shall I have a shot at
Say
skids?
first. No, we can't do wheels because they just vibrate until they explode.
So I'll have a go at skids.
Yeah, let's do skids. Maybe skids underneath the engines, I hate to say. Unless you want to try to make like some pontoons.
I was going to make some pontoons in the gap in between the engines and the fuselage.
Okay, let's go with pontoons. I like that plan. I'm really excited to try to land this thing. You guys don't even know.
I'm slightly scared to try and land this thing. That's
This
why
is
we
gonna be
have
great.
our test pilot, CaptainShack.
I'm on this. Oh, and we need running lights.
Right now he's talking about running lights, you see?
This is important. All right, you don't understand.
But chairs
It's
for our
important.
hull, our cargo.
What happens if the sun goes down on our test flight and we don't have running lights? What happens? We could run into somebody else out here. You don't know.
Fair point. I've no radio kit either. You want to get on that?
Oh, I'm on it. Don't worry, I've got this. I'll do what I can. Though if I try to put an antenna on this, it would take up like half the interior of the aircraft. Because for some reason, there is no other size antenna but like 6 blocks long, 2 blocks wide. I could totally just strap it onto the back. There we go. Antenna. Done.
Ah, but I had mirroring off. Damn it. These things will probably just snap off, but we'll see.
Okay, my running lights are terrible looking. I'm taking them off.
After all that, and he's like, nah,
Well,
I
they
don't like them.
look bad. I can't help it. They look terrible. Because no, we need to figure out if it flies first. Going back to my original plan. You just don't judge me.
Sure. If you ask nicely.
I feel like you're judging me.
I'm judging you for not asking nicely. Where's your P's and Q's?
Oh. I'm watching you build these skids. This build gets more and more ridiculous. How heavy are those blast blocks? They have
They'll
to
be fine.
I'm starting to feel like this is a morph plan.
Well, how else do you plan to land the bloody thing?
I got nothing. I got nothing. Would wheels work better? I mean, not wheels on actual, the way they're supposed to be used, but just wheels strapped to blocks. Yeah.
It's all sounding pretty obvious.
Oh, I'm teleporting all over the place. I'm coming back on board.
Chat is now asking if I'm building my ship from Star Trek Online. That was intentionally ugly, damn it. This one,
Yeah, you say so.
a bit less intentionally.
I love the it's got it's got an altimeter on it and an artificial horizon. Speed, heading. This is great. Oh, this just gave me a heading. I wonder if it actually works. I could totally put the actual markers on the runway. No. Focus. I love the emergency lights so you can get to the doors. Oh, this is fantastic. Is this supposed to land on water? No, it's just supposed to land. And since the wheels don't quite work right in Space Engineers, they kind of just vibrate all over the place when you try to fly something with wheels on it. We're going with skids. We're going to try to land it on skids.
Technically, the answer is yes. It's supposed to land on Space Engineers water. And the best way to land on Space Engineers water is with massive ice skates.
There you go. Ice skates for the win. I'm going to let you do it. Tell me when you're ready to remove the landing gear and the support block, which is not even using the support block.
I was about to say, the support block's not doing anything. You ready?
I
have saved
ready
it.
Okay, then I'm ready. Let's see
Can't
if it just goes right through the landing gear.
3, 2, 1, death. Hey?
I like how the screen shook when it hit the ground.
Well, we were encountering this earlier, and I think that is what you were saying it is. Like Space Engineers' idea of Steadicam, which is if you get too near large grids now that are moving around and jiggling and so on, it'll jiggle your character as well.
I think it's supposed to be an impact, like a vibration effect. Every time it registers a large ship impact near you, it shakes the camera. I could be wrong.
There's only one thing left to do with this, sir.
Okay, just in case this doesn't go, we may want to add another set of engines. This may not be enough thrust because of your beautiful landing gear.
My landing gear are amazing.
They're glorious.
Let me see how much it weighs.
Let's board her.
Let's assess the damage. Oh, she's not so bad at all, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
How much is she?
500,000 kilograms. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, that's not bad for Space Engineers. It's not bad at all. I don't know if we're going to be able to budge this thing on 2 large thrusters, but I think we're ready for test flight. Test number 1. Sir, are you good to go?
I am. Do I have control or do you?
You probably have control currently.
I will allow the captain to fly. There we go. Someone else is using this ship.
We're getting some vibrations. You know what I didn't check? We only have 1 gyroscope, I think. We have no gyroscope.
That's going to end poorly. Engineers on
probably have gyros. You're on this?
We should have found this out when we were in the air. You have
so she's flying, but only
7 seconds to fit gyros into the back of this plane before we crash horribly.
Oh, that would have been so good. Wasted, put the gyros on. We're going into the mountain. I like that our runway aims right toward a mountainside, and it is only 2 of our aircrafts long. I feel like we need more runway space.
It wasn't really built for this thing. It was built for yours.
We're doing this. There's no going back now. We're not building more runway. We're just doing it. All right. Engine run up. Everything should be good, right? I'm like looking over at you in my screen.
Engines check, Captain. Not sure about the landing gear. I don't seem to be able to retract them.
Okay. We've got clearance from Wasted Base to begin our takeoff.
Clearance from Clarence.
Someone else seems to be using the ship. All right, let's both get out and then let me get back in.
It's a well-known co-pilot-pilot problem.
The controls just don't work if somebody else is touching them.
All right,
here we go.
The skids are working, sort of.
The skids are working, sort of. We don't want to run off the side.
The skids are plowing their way through the ground.
Oh,
she is sinking, Captain. She's sunk.
We're going down. Mayday. And we're going through the runway.
Holy Christ. Space Engineers, my friend. What was that all about?
Success on the test. The artificial horizon does show a slight pitch to starboard. Hey, I like how we've made our way over to the other runway, too.
Yes, that was the plan. We were just parking over here. We've ruined that one, you see. We need another one.
Okay, here's what I think we need. We do need wheels to roll off, but they need to be detachable. Or we drop her in orbit, right?
Hang on.
Wait,
just need to check something a sec. Go into the control panel. I think you can detach wheels in that menu as well. Oh god, I'm stuck on the floor. Let me just whack a wheel down. Check in the menu.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure where it has add wheel, it also has remove wheel.
Whack a wheel down. We'll take a look.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
It's the best place for it as well. And we have to just add and remove wheels as we get near landing.
All I see is add piston head, which is what adds the actual wheels.
Try
I do not
clicking
see
it?
a remove. It's grayed
Grayed
out.
out. Okay.
Yeah. If I hit forward, I can make that wheel spin. There it goes. Maybe we can get away with some small wheels. Maybe large wheels are a bit more stable than the small ones. You want to reload and we'll give it a try?
As everyone in chat's saying, we can do merge block wheels.
Oh God.
We can take off and then just undo the merge blocks.
And literally just
ditch
drop
our
them.
wheels.
All right, gentlemen,
Fine.
we're in the air and we're never landing again.
I'm going to have to quick load this, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
Hit it
Just
up.
quickly, guys, on my screen, you can see what we were talking about the camera shake effect. As Shack's moving around, can you see
Yep.
I'm actually moving as a character? Like, this isn't me touching the mouse or anything. My character's moving in response to the ship, which
We're
is...
going overboard.
Oh, no!
Look, she flies. Ah!
Oh, that looked painful.
Oh, I'm still in the cockpit, but it's not in the plane anymore. Now,
That did look painful.
where did the... Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah, the mod is doing some interesting things to how that is behaving.
Hang on a second. Got to get the camera right. There we go. It's still going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we've created another little beast.
I wonder if it'll make it up that hillside.
Right, quick loading now.
We'll miss you, airplane.
Goodbye, my friend. You were so great.
Perpetual motion machine. We figured it out. For science.
Well, that's an
Let me know.
interesting point, Beb, in my chat. I actually made a rig before designed to launch and catch planes that didn't have landing gear.
Wasn't it like a bed of landing gear that it would like catch it?
Yeah.
But that kind of kills the whole trying to actually land an aircraft like an aircraft. Because that thing kind of literally caught them, didn't it?
Yeah, it did with a rapier. I'm not sure... I mean, the wheels were free rolling, so it caught them, rolled a few inches because the rapier had so little mass. Not sure the same result would come from this thing.
Oh, so you're thinking that like it would grab us and then the wheels on the rig would take over and slow us down.
Yeah, they were pointing out in chat that the U2 had a landing rig that stayed on the ground. You know, it has those bits for the wings that support the wings when it's taking off that don't go with it.
Oh man. Well,
And then, because you're a crazy man, if you're flying one of those things, you've then got to land the thing on a single centerline wheel.
if you've got the thing ready, we could give it a go. I say we try with wheels first, just to see if large wheels are a little better than small ones, stability-wise.
I will get acquiring wheels.
I'm assuming we saved while it was still like off the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. We just need to get enough speed, and then we can take off. The scale of this thing, good grief. I'm walking underneath it right now. You kind of forget how big large blocks really are until you try to build anything out of them. Just,
And as soon as you want any detail on it whatsoever, it becomes the largest thing you've ever made. You know, technically, the Cutlass should fly.
The Cutlass?
Just dawned on me. We don't have the mods for it, but...
Yeah, but you'd think it would fly. It has enough thrust. Yeah, it should go off like a rocket.
It just go off like a rocket. And think about how much... like, it's actually got front and rear wing shapes. It's quite aerodynamic.
Yeah, so, I mean, the mod would use it as lift. One would think.
Yeah,
Let me get
yeah.
back
Let's
inside
be
here,
clear.
take a
We have
look.
not quite nailed this process yet.
The only thing that so far has flown is my little Cessna over there.
Oh, I've got flyable stuff, if you want it. I think.
Wow.
I've also
Fair
got, you know, I've got a blueprint of the Pelican. That might fly.
Last time I tried to paste that in, bad things happened. That might, though. It does have a wing.
It does have a wing, technically.
But all the engines were modded engines.
Yeah, I know. We can't paste that.
No,
in.
but you have the mod installed.
Oh, it was Dusty's, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Dusty's. That could be worth a try. Well, let's first see if we can get large blocks to fly. Can we get a brick to fly? John's over there banning people in my chat. Well done, sir. Thank you, Omega.
How can we blame Morph when he's not on the server? With ease.
Morph's fault. You remember that next time it crashes. Morph's fault. My colors have changed again. No, you know what? You're the wheel master when it comes to space engineers. I'm going to let you install the landing gear.
I'm going to try. I mean, how to get this to be even vaguely nice on a ship this size, I don't really know, but...
You got mirroring on?
No. No, that would be intelligent, sir.
I'm helping.
Yeah, you do serve a purpose once in a while.
Oh, we don't have any gyros. Hey! I've been useful. No examples come to mind right now, but it's happened. Gyros?
Ironically, wheel mirroring doesn't work anyway.
What? Whatever. I don't even try to question it anymore. Oh, that's really strange. So, I don't know if you're gonna see this wasted or not, but there's two wheels like inside each other on this side.
Yeah, so there are.
There we go.
Fixed it. Apparently that wheel actually existed.
Oh, this looks ridiculous.
You're never really sure, but trust me, I've got something more ridiculous if you want to see ridiculous. What that VTOL ended up turning out like, the one I was doing with Whip script. Yeah.
Do you still do you still have a copy of that flying wing that you made back in the day?
I do, yes.
That could be really good too. All my blueprints are gone because I'm on the new rig.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I've got a few we could try. Some pretty serious flashes of lightning coming in from my window at the moment. That looks god awful, but
that looks angry. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Oh, you know the other issue we're gonna run into. Okay, hang on. I gotta make the landing pad a bit longer.
Oh yeah.
You can't even put the wheels on it.
Oh yeah, that is an issue. Even if we were to center this, the wheels would hang off the sides.
Oh, that's frame drop. Let's just go ahead and place these 1,500 bricks.
Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. I need to shut my windows. There is horizontal rain.
Fattening up the runway. We might as well combine them, I guess. See if I'm going to try to land again. Probably not going to try to land on this if this thing even remotely flies.
It's not
We'll
gonna
probably
fly.
land on the... Yo, come on! Little faith. You little faith. It's going to be great.
I mean, the first thing I'd point out is it appears that the front wheels are sticking through the ground.
Working as intended. That's a feature.
I'm going to try that again.
Tell Shack to use a catapult to launch the plane.
That's basically what my rig is. It does both. Like it'll launch as well as grab.
It would have to be like a hydrogen-powered little vehicle to like throw it down the runway.
It's got atmospheric thrusters on the back of it, but yeah.
All right. Is that gonna hit the ground? Like the engines, I mean?
No.
Probably not. After you
Wheels are at the same height, and they have clearance. So I just need to go and adjust the strength before you put it down.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
well,
4.
I'll go out and get ready to put it down
hang on,
and
hang
tell
on,
me
hang
when
on,
it's all
hang
good to
on.
go.
It's telling me there are 5 sets of wheel suspension on this ship.
Yes. The wing you're on now. There you go.
It's better. Okay, hang on a sec. There should definitely not be 5 on here.
Oh So we may have to increase thrust.
Okay, no steering, no propulsion. Strength for this, it's bloomin' heavy, so about 50. Loads of damping to soak up the impact. Height offset. That should be her.
Dual engines up here on the top, maybe, if we really had to. But we'll see what we've got with this. Good to go?
Not quite. As you were adding and removing blocks, the engines were moving around. The wheels were moving around.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I was just seeing what it looked like with 2 more large thrusters on it in case we need a bit more oomph.
Yeah, you know the issue we were having before? I think that one might be back. The front wheels are... I mean, they're probably all right in that position. It's still not going to hit the ground, but they won't go any lower than that.
Okay, so the issue that we're having, guys, we had this issue earlier. The wheels won't update their position properly until we reload the server. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But all right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and take the landing gear off. You ready? See how she does? May want to save first before I do this.
Yep, that's what the was for.
All right, tell me when you're good.
I'm good.
Releasing landing gear. Engines are off the ground.
Wheels have pushed through the floor in a number of places.
All right, that's fine.
Bit.
We didn't need that floor bit at all. It'll be fine.
She's naturally got a bit of rake, which is what we want to take off.
Let's get back into the cockpit. We seem to be sinking.
She's falling through the holes in the floor.
Engaging engines.
Try and move her forward.
Engaging engines.
Pull her out. Yep, she's
out. We're taking off now because she's starting to break the ground. All right. Out. Turn on the UI. We are at 80 kilometers an hour. We're going to get a lot of speed real quick. 120. We're losing altitude.
Pull it up.
Do we need as much speed as we can get? Oh, brace for impact. Oh!
On my end, you weren't thrusting again. So that bug is back. Definitely.
So you're not seeing the thrust because it was definitely thrusting. We were getting some speed, but it wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking we need to maybe double up the armor plating of the runway.
I've got an idea for that, which we can do when we reload. There's a trick for this sort of thing that I can show people as I do so.
Hey, sounds awesome to me. Let's go ahead and reload. And I'm thinking we need to double the thrust.
Mm-hmm. And potentially I might want to try it. Because I wonder if some of this is desync problems between me and you. But yeah, what I'm going to do, guys, in order to give ourselves a few more options, is I'm going to go and I'm going to turn scenario edit mode on. And what that's going to enable me to do is go into the control panel of various structures, in this case, and tick them to be indestructible. But independently, so you can say that one's indestructible, but that one isn't, etc.
Oh, okay. So we can have the runway indestructible, and then we can take off without just burrowing through the damn thing. Sounds good to me. Loading in now. Were those ejection seats? No, that was the cockpit disintegrating.
So yeah, if you access the grid, go to the info page at the bottom right, you'll have destructible blocks as a tick. There's a bunch of other stuff that scenario edit mode adds, but that's one of them. And in this case, rather than rebuilding the entire runway into blast door or heavy, that's a much easier solution.
Works for me. We lost a lot of our runway, any type of speed we were going to get, just trying to crawl out of the holes that the thing was just digging itself. So, but we were starting to gain some speed, and I did feel like I had a little bit of control.
Uh-huh.
If we had a bit more thrust, I think we'll be able to get off.
Well, we've got room underneath the wings for another set.
Oh, do we?
Because we don't have skids anymore. We've got wheels on the edges.
Well, there you go. That's kind of what I had in mind to begin with, was for engines down there. So I didn't put that on mirror mode. Damn it, space engineers.
Did we put them in the same place? Yeah. Cool. Ooh, maybe not quite. Yeah, you had yours one. I was just seeing whether we chose the same location for them. You put yours in the wrong spot, sadly.
I think you needed to bring yours up one. That's okay. We'll leave it like that. Incorrectly installed. That's fine.
Hey! It's the engineer here.
Hey. Fair enough. All right. I think we're looking good. As you kick me out of the aircraft. Ah! Hey!
Let's go!
Jerk. You
I am
jerk.
commandeering this plane.
All right. Prepare for takeoff. I can't wait to see this altimeter and artificial horizon work. It's going to be really cool. All right, you good to go? You know what we didn't do?
Just remove the...
We didn't remove the landing gear. Do you need to adjust the wheels while
Press
I remove
forward.
the landing gear?
The thrusters don't actually seem to be on my screen.
I can hear them, but I don't see the animation.
Space engineers.
Is the animation based on speed, or is it based on giving thrust?
No, it's based on them being turned on. There is an extra animation as they get faster, but yeah, the settings are all correct. Taking her
So
out.
it should be working. All right.
That's a bit more like it.
Oh, that's... Well, we didn't dig through the ground. We are off the ground.
That's because we can't dig through the ground. We need a bit more damping.
I'm feeling pretty good about this, though. I think this is going to be good. I wonder, is this going to be another moment of you, like, rushing around outside the plane while I'm trying to keep her in the air?
Wings,
deleting,
yeah.
deleting
wheels just disappeared.
Oh, we lost a wheel.
Wheel on
That's
the
okay.
right-hand
We
side
still
just
got-
disappeared.
We still got 3,
That'll be plenty.
right? And she's still off the ground. We might be able to take off this way. You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be, Captain.
Oh, all right. Let's do it. Full thrust. I do see the thrusters firing. Oh, we are not going fast enough. And we're not high enough. We just lost an engine. Engine 1 is out.
I think that's a byproduct of losing that wheel, Captain.
We're getting a little bit of vibration from the wheels. Trying to pull up. Don't have enough thrust. Maybe losing another wheel in a second. Oh, we're fine.
No,
I think we crashed.
No, we're really not fine. It's that special noise that I recognize.
And I crashed. Or you crashed, it looks like. Server has loafed the game. Okay, large ship, large aircraft, just not going to work.
Well, it's too heavy. It's too heavy.
It's too heavy.
But let's
You'd have
test.
to redesign.
We've got a few other large ships that we could try. Let's see how they behave. Because what we haven't seen is some of the effects. So, I don't know, can we pick out some... Have you got any ships that might actually fly? So we can at least demonstrate that this mod works? Because so far it's like, here's a stream of us falling off the end of a runway.
Well, all right, let me jump in. Sassy, that's why I wanted to use the small one, because the small one was like the best quick example of how this mod works. I don't have any large ships ones that'll work.
We did use the small
No
one.
way. We did use this one, and it did work.
This one?
Thank you.
Not so much.
Blitz, thank you for supporting the channel, man. He says, Shack and Wasted, please pass this donation on to the families of the many lost and the test flight volunteers. Sure, yeah, that'll happen. Back in. Or I could just slap on 6 thrusters. But as for like things to test out, other than small ships, not really. I mean, I don't have any aircraft of this scale. I do want to try out the burning up an atmosphere. Oh yes, here we go.
Now
Here's
we
the
need to
flying
do
wing.
a tiny bit of work on it, because if you look, you can see exactly when this was built.
Yeah, you still have all of the ion thrusters. All of the ion thrusters. Don't mind me, Wasted. I'm not doing anything.
There
over
is
here today
an
right now.
updated version. The problem with the updated version is it's loaded with warheads that on the bottom that didn't work. So this could be dramatic.
Nobody let him know what's going on. What? You blew a hole in the runway.
Yeah, that didn't work. That's the problem. I don't have a version of this.
Don't mind me, Wasted.
Oh, Jesus.
Take 2. Come on. She's overloaded. Wait a minute.
She's kind of flying, Cap. You just
but
don't have the
wheels are
power.
vibrating too much. I just don't have the power. She's overloaded. Oh, but she's trying. She's really trying. Oh, we didn't need those wheels anyways. Oh, crap.
Oh, Shaq. Jack.
All right. I won't try it again. I had to try one more time. Oh. Maybe
Shaq
she
and
wasn't
Wasted, today's
overloaded.
White
Did she?
brothers. Wright brothers, sorry. Oh god.
Flight will be a thing, and it will change the world.
Well, I suppose
All
we
right,
are launching ourselves off a runway into a lake. It's just unfortunately we're like the Hugh and Laurie of the Wright brothers, and we chose a frozen one.
Yep, that was a thing. At least it loads quickly. You should just delete the plane before I get in.
So you can't even.
I can't help myself. It's a plane that hasn't flown yet. I want to make it fly. If I have to strap rockets to the damn thing, I'll keep trying. Please delete it before I go in there.
I've deleted the plane. I'm leaving the wheels. I'm sorry, but they have to stay where they are.
They stay in memorial of those lost.
Well, in particular, with how they've been left.
Airlines, Flight
beautiful.
001. Oh, this is great. They're doing this lovely little hop.
They're amazing. That's what I'm saying. They have to stay. In fact, I think they might need to go because my game's lagging quite hard. All of a sudden.
You better get rid of them. It does not like.
It does not like the phantom wheels.
No.
That might have been a better prequel.
There we go. Oh, really? I'm kind of curious if my little Cessna can take off with no wheels.
I want to get this thing to paste in without it exploding. Come on, friend.
Wasted base. This is Shack Shitty Airplane. 001, permission to take off. Oh, God! Why are there explosions?
Yeah, that doesn't want to paste in without exploding. Roger.
God, I hope this thing still flies. Oh, we're fine.
Fine. Fine.
Woohoo!
Come here, Shack.
What? I'm on my way.
No. Not quite what I meant.
Where are you?
Flying around in the broadsword.
Oh, that would explain. Oh, that's not a fair fight at all. Oh, I really love this mod though.
Oh, there
There's so much more to flying in this. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh.
There is a lot more to flying to this. I drop speed so fast in comparison when banking to digis. Really makes you want to fly in the cockpit view as well, which is cool.
It does. It really does. You know what? I would love to have a horizon indicator in here now that mod's you have that script.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's a mod that we should really show off, and I think this is the aircraft to do it because I'm already sitting in a space where one would fit perfectly.
Oh, fair enough. Whereas I'm using the in-game one, and you guys who are watching my end of things will be able to see like quite how weirdly it's moving around, which is just an indication of like the fact that I've got no dampers on this. I'm flying purely using the control surfaces and my forward thrusters. Yeah, well, there are other thrusters on this ship, but they're all turned off.
Well, I'm coming in now, and we can give it a go if I don't wreck this thing. Oh, it didn't go out far enough. That's okay. So we're just gonna glide softly in. Oh! Hi!
Sorry. I can't help myself. I'm a bad person.
Well, yeah, that's true. Oh, I see you coming back around.
I'm a semi-good person because I didn't pull the trigger. Let's be clear. I chose to buzz you instead.
Thanks, Wasted. Alright. Bring her in. We're going to want a flare now to drop our speed. I've already come in way too high.
Right, to answer a question
Sorry. Want to go around. Go for it.
Yeah, an answer a question that came up in chat, but we did answer this earlier, but it's kind of important. Digi's wings interact with this mod by disabling Digi's physics and just looking at them as a control surface, like a structural area, as it does with the rest of the thrusters. Like, so they aren't using Digi's physics; they're using this mod's physics at this moment, and they're just a model essentially.
So if I don't land this, I'm going off into the lake. That's it. There seems to be a structure in my way. See if I can slow down enough. I have no wheels. All right, so we're gonna burn off a lot of speed by flaring it. And now we're gonna set her down. A little bit of power. And there she goes. She's down. I don't have any brakes though, so if we slide off the side of into the roadway, it's not my fault. Excellent. I'm down. As you're coming up. Show off. My plane can't do that. My plane's about 300 years too old for that shenanigans.
Let me turn this thing off so it's not making quite so much noise.
Nice.
How can we break the 100-meter-second barrier? Because we're running a speed mod on this, because this mod in particular just behaves better with a speed mod involved. So the reasoning being, actually 100 meters a second isn't that fast for a plane. While the mod does do a bit of calculation to try and sort of essentially adjust for what world speed you're actually using, it's not the same as sort of what it would be like this. So we ended up experimenting a whole bunch and changing things around so that we had a max speed for small ships on this, I think, is 460, and max speed for large ships is 400. So large ships are actually, small ships are actually slightly faster as well, which I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the areas I think
actually catch up and stuff.
Space Engineers is missing.
Captain Halcyon, thank you so much for supporting the channel and the stream. We appreciate that. I appreciate it greatly. He says, as Chief Physics Officer of the System Alliance, I'm seriously questioning your understanding of Newtonian's law. Of Newton's law, excuse me. Newtonian's law, what the hell's wrong with me? Did you put the thing in?
I'm just doing it. Chill your bones.
I have about 15 feet of runway.
You'll be fine. I don't know what your problem is.
Before it just ends. This is going to be great. This is gonna be the best takeoff ever. Let me just remove this bit. That way I go nice and smoothly over the cliff and then hopefully gain enough speed to gain some lift.
Thinking about this, this might only work with LCDs.
We should be able to put an LCD in there, right?
Yeah, but they're big, dude.
No. Oh, that might be a modded LCD that I'm thinking of. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't need to be able to see out the aircraft, right? Just let me see how that looks. Oh, God.
How about
farther out?
There.
Perfect. That's great. That'll demo it pretty well. It'll look ridiculous, but
what have I done wrong here? Have I not loaded the script into the... Yes, my usual game.
Power's off, by the way.
That's also not going to help. But it does also help that I remember to put the script that I intend to run actually into the thing I intend to run it with.
Let me turn the reactor back on.
Is this Maz Moxie's theme? Maybe. Let me see if I can get that to work on a text panel then.
Oh, it's working. They're both working. Text panel works just fine. Any chance we could move the text panel... actually, I'll show you. Like right in front of the cockpit, I'll remove the block right in front of me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you want it there.
Right here? Oh, the chair's gone.
Yeah, that block right in front of the cockpit, I think, was taken up by the chair. I've got a spot for it, don't worry.
Don't worry. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. I'm going to have an altimeter and an artificial horizon right in my view while flying. This is going to be great. And I don't have to use the damn blue UI overlay.
Why is that panel now not working?
And we broke it.
Oh, because you took my seat away that had the telling it which way around is forward. There you go. The seat is part of the equation. Like it has a block that's marked as this way is forwards, and the seat was it.
All right, let me get back in. Altitude 101 gives you speed, even gives you the heading. That's really cool. Okay, are we good? I think I'm good. I'm ready to go dive off the side of this cliff. Are you joining me?
I most certainly am. Dive off the side of a cliff sounds like something I'm in for.
So here's what I say. We dive this off the side of the cliff, and then we burn up a couple ships in atmosphere.
I'm fine with that, with one exception. I want to quickly try the VTOL first and see how that behaves.
All right, here we go. Full throttle engines. We've got about 15 feet of runway.
We're
this is
going like 2.4 kilometers an hour, check.
Speed 002. Oh, we're gonna accelerate in just a second.
Yeah, we are going to accelerate.
Oh yeah, here we go.
You better be pulling the hell up.
We gotta get the speed first. Can't pull up too soon. We're just gonna belly flop. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh shit! We're fine.
She's dragging.
No, we're not. We're not fine. We're not fine.
Well, you didn't blow it up, hitting the ground at least.
She needs a lot more runway space. I wonder why she dragged so bad compared to the last time we did this.
I don't know. We didn't change it, I think, did we?
No, she dragged herself just fine. I had a lot more runway room, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Get out of my plane. Get off my plane. All right, if you want to set up the VTOL.
Yes, now the way to set up the VTOL is a little interesting. I'm going to need to actually go up into the air. Because, as I mentioned about the rotor safety locks, if you paste something in with rotor safety locks engaged, then the rotors just fall off. So this needs to be kind of dropped, got into, and then landed.
That sounds... And then if you screw it up, you'll land one way or the other. Oh, I see. All the reactors are offline on this thing, man. That's why we didn't go anywhere.
How the hell did...
All but one.
Oh, okay. That explains it. Bit of override, perhaps.
There we go. Yep. Now I'm getting some speed. And I don't think the artificial horizon's actually working now. Damn.
Yeah, did you take a copy at the wrong time, perhaps?
Yeah, I took a copy of it. Did that break it?
2 seconds.
Probably need to kick the timer off. Maybe?
Oh, good. This paste. Right, there you go, guys. That's what I was talking about. You notice how it may be kind of raining bits at the moment. And I'm apparently also flying a glider.
I see you up there. Sadly, I've managed to break the indicator.
Yeah, that didn't work great. So apparently it's no longer just if they're safety locked. It's just...
The wheels are just freaking out?
Just rotors just fall apart if you paste them in now. Apparently. Oh, not these ones. Hang on.
Oh.
No, they do just fall off. Oh, space engineers.
Abandoned ship.
Come on now. Come on now. Was this really necessary? This was working on Wednesday.
Why is it raining parts?
Because they're falling off the ship when I paste it in.
Parts everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Those
are the VTOL engines off of the VTOL.
Oh, I see them. Yep.
You notice how they're flying a bit weird because they've actually got a bit of aerodynamics to them as well. They've got wings on them.
They're actually coming in with a little bit of a glide. They're not VTOLing very well, though.
Well, yes, that's because there's a ship in the middle of it that's missing.
Helping. I don't actually see you, though, sadly. Oh, it doesn't like it when I go that high up.
Oh, I'm down now.
You're down now? Okay. I'll be on the runway. Or are you on the ice?
I'm just going to show people what's actually happening. Watch as I paste this in. Yep.
There you are.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it just falls right apart.
Yep. It's good, isn't it?
Lovely. You can see where they were hooked up, too. Server is not liking that, and it just happens right away.
Yep. That one was even beautifully symmetrical as well, with all the engines just balanced on their sides.
GG, Space Engineers. GG. When was the last time this was working?
On my stream earlier this week.
Nice.
like fully working, best VTOL I've made.
Oh man, this thing looks pretty cool too.
You know that video I was gonna make, Shaq?
Yeah.
Might have to delay that one. What with how VTOLs don't work so well if the rotors can't remain attached.
Yep. Well, explain. People are asking what that is. Explain what you were working with, because there was a certain mod or a script that inspired this, right?
Yep. There is a mod, a script that inspired this. Let me see if I can get it to work by going up into space while I talk about it. So there was a mod, a script that inspired this, which is by Whiplash, awesome guy, great modder, made a whole bunch of scripts that you guys probably already know, like stuff with his airlock management script. He's also the one that does the artificial horizon that Shaq's using, and more importantly, he recently released a script designed to control VTOL thrusters to give you WAS&D control over things on rotors. So is this just going to fall apart immediately, or is what's going to happen? Oh no, I'm going to lose it immediately. So the idea is, as you switch direction with these thrusters and spin them around, what's going to happen with the thrusters is that they are going to adjust and detect which way's down, which way's left, right, etc. And as you move them, they're going to basically...
Can you give me GPS coordinates to this so I can show people on the stream?
I can try. View from current position, copy. There you are, sir. I'm just trying to reattach the rotors in space, basically.
You think you just gave me a GPS position to where your character is still standing?
Oh, yeah. That's
just right in front of me. It's like, I know where that position is. I'm standing right in front of it.
Oh, and nice. Reattaching them makes them float away. Okay, let me get my character. We need to be up here anyway, thinking about it.
Yeah,
so.
we need to be in space. So if you just... I may be running you over right now. Here we go.
Wait, am I still down there?
You were still down there last I saw. I just took off with my hydrogen night fighter.
Okay. I was just worried. It got me worried that control space suddenly stopped working, which would have been wonderful. Right.
Ooh, man. Having that speed limit taken off of the server, you just bat out of hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're in orbit in no time. All right, GPS coordinates. Show on HUD. Wasted space. Hell, I could probably fly there in no time.
Oh, has this one actually got the rotors attached? No, it hasn't, because they'd be powered up if it did.
Okay, this is still going to take too long. I don't know if I could ever go back to playing normal speeds.
It's quite interesting now that Space Engineers seems to actually be able to keep up with it, you know? That was always the big concern, is that the speed limits always used to give you a lot of problems with whether or not you can get the damn thing to run and behave itself, whereas this has been relatively stable. I can't say I've attributed much to what's going on that way around.
Yeah, I just got out of the atmosphere of the planet, more or less, but my heat level was blasting upwards. I hit about 350 before I broke through much thinner air. Kind of cool. I'm actually, just talking about this, I'm already halfway to you. Flying.
Nice.
It's like I'm 12,000 away. I'll be there in, I don't know, 20 seconds? Oh, this is cool. Actually should start slowing down.
3 of my engines I've managed to get to attach. Just 1 to go. Oh no! And I've done it in gravity, so it's actually...
So it's starting to float down?
Sort of. I can get out of this. Because, of course, the script is actually running and working. So...
People are asking what heat levels are. So part of the mod that we've been spotlighting today, or attempting to spotlight and basically just breaking things, is your ship will burn up in atmosphere if you come at the wrong angle and you come in too fast. That air friction will melt your ship. So heat level it's just warning you that, hey, your hull's starting to heat up, you're going too quick, you need to slow down. And we're going to be testing that out for the last thing we're going to do. Fiery death. That's what it is.
Fiery death to finish on. The best way.
This isn't actually a space fighter. This is harder than it looks. It has no braking thrust.
Yeah, sadly, while this thing, you guys will sort of get the idea of what it's supposed to do, it is also just broken, apparently. I would love to be able to demonstrate the deal, but hey.
That's a real bummer, man, because I was hoping to work with you today, show you the build that I've been working on, which is this like kind of drop ship idea with the same rotor concept.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like that's not
It looks like that's going to be on a postpone for a little while, indeed.
Okay, you should be right here. Not going to happen then?
I can paste it in so you guys can at least get a look at what was going on, you know, or what it was supposed to be, but at the same time, yeah.
Well, I'm 6 meters from the location you gave me if you want to paste it in.
You're well hidden if you're 6 meters from the location.
Wasted space 3?
Yeah.
I'm standing on it. Or, well, floating on it in space.
Oh, there you are. A little speck. Hello.
Huh? Oh, there you are. Hello.
And flinging past. Apparently,
And
I'm not used to this. Not used to this speed limit. You can get up speed quite quickly.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Okay.
There you are.
I will show you guys what it's supposed to look like-ish. Because they won't just float off immediately. But there you go.
Are they still attached?
No, they just look like they're still attached.
So if I go, well, I won't bump it until people can see it. So this is the VTOL idea. These engines will rotate, so it's in landing mode right now, right?
Yep. Landing mode right now, which involves both obviously putting the landing gear down and adjusting most of the thrust. So that this has very, very little thrust on the main body. All the thrust is on those wing parts. But also using the aerodynamic wings with their original interpretation to actually aid with slowing the ship down as soon as it goes into landing mode as well. So you can see the wings will go from being the correct way around to be pushing against your direction of travel.
Right, yeah. They're like big air brakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like that. So you're coming in, then you drop your engines into this mode instead of the nice flat horizontal mode. You get all your speed. Slow down and land it on the landing gear. You get down here. It's a really cool concept.
Yeah, and I even tried to go a bit further with it and came up with one that, you know, I mean, it didn't work, but very much highlighted where the boundaries are in space engineers as far as how far can you go, you know?
Right. What are these connectors for? Like vehicles of some kind?
They were cargo. It was designed to be a cargo carrier.
Oh. So you got like cargo pods underneath
Yeah.
those connectors. I get you. Freaking cool. But if I whack this, you guys will see the problem.
Yep.
There it goes. They're not connected at all. Space Engineers has decided that rotors no longer work
And as soon as you touch them,
when you paste.
they go, "Oh, damn! We're in gravity.
We should probably do gravity
We
things.
should probably be doing gravity things like falling."
I wonder if this will accelerate enough to burn up an atmosphere.
And now the main ship has as well. Well, we should chase it down.
Let's find out.
You got a suitable ship?
So, yeah. It will be once we get farther into the atmosphere of the planet. It's kind of complete crap in orbit. That's okay. We're going into the atmosphere of the planet. Should be
there
fine.
he is. All right, I'll have to chase you down.
Just gonna follow it down. Hopefully, don't go too fast and pass it. Ooh, there's a. Oh, you just pasted something. That's what happened.
I got the perfect vessel for this. Yeah.
Oh, you're flying that down?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Max in chat is asking a question that we've already asked us or thought about ourselves, which was a really interesting one. Do the energy shields work against the damage caused by re-entry?
Yes. Can we put power to structural integrity and keep the ship alive through pure shield power, or will it just crash the game in confusion? So there's so many mods that I wanna test alongside this. Jump drive explosion mod though, because that will just make epicness high.
Hello.
You're just going in, aren't you?
No, this thing's got enough thrust I can slow down really easily.
Because I'll follow you down.
Yeah, following these
things may
bits is
take
going to
too
take a while.
I'd rather follow you down, and that way I'll gain control of my craft. So, I'll follow you down. Let's burn it as fast as we can.
I'm going to lose you if we both burn it. I'm covered in hydrogen.
All right, well, you burn it, and I will stick with you. Because I've only got 2 hydrogen thrusters, and they're on the back. Oh, God, I don't want to run into you. You're in a much larger vessel than I am. Oh, shit. It's all fine here. Ah!
Whoa, that was a close one.
Meant to do that. It's totally fun. Turn my UI on. You guys can see the heat warnings as we get closer to the atmosphere. We're only in 0.1 gravity right now.
Can't see. You got no antenna on that, have you?
Nah, I don't think. And I'm already passing you again. Hi. Trying to slow down, give you a chance to.
No. As I said, do not worry about giving me a chance to pass. I can accelerate.
Well, I want to watch.
Oh,
I want to watch you burn up.
I see.
I want to watch you just light that thing on fire.
That's not going to happen. It's beautiful.
Beautiful burning wreckage is what it's going to be.
Fine. Accelerating to maximum speed.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Now watch. I'm going to take a chunk of your ship straight to like the cockpit.
But guys, if you're enjoying the music you're listening to at the moment, this is all from Lazy Pirate Gaming. He's another SE YouTuber, and more importantly, and more recently, he's been releasing a whole ton of like free music. You can just go and download it from SoundCloud. So to give him a bit of love, that's what we're listening to at the moment. It's pretty cool.
Trying to catch up to you. What's your speed?
400.
Okay, mine's 460. I may burn up before you do.
I'm only 11k up, by the way. 10k, 9k.
Uh-oh.
8k.
Yeah, 8k so far. And I'm not burning up.
Not yet.
I think we're coming in.
This is the point where you burn.
Oh, there's the heat.
As soon as you break 7, normally. There's my
the heat. 500.
Apparently, I'm more aerodynamic than you are.
600. Warning. Well, I've pulled up.
Oh, he's
so now
just
if I put the
overtaken
nose
me
down,
as well.
If I put the nose down, I'll go out of critical. But I'm going to bring the nose up, and I'm going to come in at a really bad angle.
No, I think you should look up.
Oh, it's the... Oh, I'm getting some serious chop. Where are you?
The fireball.
See if I can bring her around. I've actually cooled off. I don't...
Oh, this is the ground.
I'm missing you completely. And I've got serious FPS drop. Oh, there you are. It's because you're hitting the ground. That's why my FPS just dropped. I slowed down too much. And I don't think I'll be able to get the heat back up. We may have to go back into orbit and try it again.
I am pretty certain that that can be achieved just by putting another cockpit on the Partisan and doing it again.
You want to go another run? I got heat levels 400. Now
Nice.
It's warding 600. If I pull up, well, really just hammering the throttle, I can't get it hot enough. Not without coming down from orbit.
Yeah, I had
say we go down together, though.
full flaming fireball on the go with that one.
Is she still flying?
Yeah.
No frickin' way.
I built this thing to survive more than that. Still flying, still fast. The chair did survive, yeah. You shooting at me, Shack?
I would never do such a thing.
Fine.
Now I'm overloading. I think I lost an engine. Or one of my batteries. I'm coming in! Alright, let's actually get up into... Whoa! Those are rockets. I lost the hydrogen engine. Both hydrogen engines are down. I think I lost the generator. Those are turrets. That's what's hitting me. Eat it. I don't have any thrust. I don't have any thrust left. But this thing has the a very aerodynamic shape, so I can probably still land her. Emergency landing. Find a nice flat open field. There's nothing but. Check my speed. Oh, I'm going down one way or another. Let's see if I can get the nose up. Flop. Survived it. All right, if you want to spawn yours in orbit and drop me a seat inside it, I'll teleport to you. Ah!
Oh, I missed. Hang on. Hang on. I need another go.
We'll burn them up in atmosphere.
Has she done the... Yeah, she's done the died even though she's still got hydrogen and power thing again. Stupid ship.
Oh, it's just shooting me in the face now. Let me delete it. Who's that? Luke, I did not use a clickbait thumbnail or title That's actually a screenshot from this mod working.
I'm going to do a quick trash cleanup, Mr. Shack, so that we can make the server speed run nice again.
Okay. I'll meet you at Wasted Space 3.
Yeah, no worries.
Way out in orbit. Where is there? It is 1.3 meters below me. We'll just wait for you here, lost in space. Hi.
Hello.
Are you ready to burn up your beautiful creation
It's
in the
me.
atmosphere?
Which one do you want to do? I've got a few large ships. We could attempt one of the others. I don't know. Or do you fancy just some more partisan?
Your choice. You pick the ship that you think will burn up beautifully and will allow us to survive long enough on the inside.
Allowed to survive long enough on the... That does sound a bit like the partisan.
It's either that. The only ship that I could think that would work really well with this would be Voyager. But she's pretty aerodynamic, so I don't know.
Why space engineers? Really? My blueprint searching is just not working either. It's like, oh, I'll just get that out. Except,
it's been
no,
really
apparently
derpy for
I
a
won't.
while now. While you're doing that, I'm gonna real quick look and see
Screw it.
how many viewers we've got right now. Don't stop believing. Nice. Earlier, I did drop an Intrepid, a Voyager, just in the atmosphere to see if the aerodynamics would kind of take hold of it, and it totally did. Oh, we got 2 of them. I think we only need 1, right?
Up to you.
Yeah, let's just take 1. I wanna fly down with you. I wanna burn up together in the atmosphere.
Okay, I'll try and pull up in time this time. Like, it was a lovely fireball, but it needs to pull up just a tiny bit earlier.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to get you another cockpit, and this was...
Yeah. How do you enter this fine vessel?
At the front. At the front. I'm going to remove the gravity generator temporarily.
I don't think I want to be near the front. Oh, I see. You got a little door down there.
Yeah.
Permission to come aboard?
Permission granted.
Shut the door, keep those flames out for as long as we can. Ah! Methinks your ship is crooked.
Hmm?
I'm walking around on the inside and it's angled funny. Ah, thank you.
Sorry, it normally has its own gravity, but I removed it, so now it's got the planet below.
Oh, I see what we got going on here. This is my seat. Zoom out.
Yeah, a
so
little safety containment zone. You ready?
We'll see how long it lasts. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'll turn on my UI so everybody can see it. Hopefully it gives me the heat warnings that it gives you. I'm not really sure if it shows everybody those heat warnings.
It should.
So right now on my screen,
the
the thrusters are going off like it's trying to tell me something in Morse code. It's like on, off, on, off, on, off. Oh, space engineers, what's going on here? Warning, someone else is using the ship. It does tell me that you've turned off the inertial dampeners, so.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going in backwards?
That's those Star Citizen maneuvers.
Oh.
Decoupled mode.
Look, what are you doing?
Shoot those guys behind us, and they're like, haha, I weren't expecting that, fools.
Uh-huh. Decouple. What's our altitude? 24.5 and falling.
So the best way to generate a bit of heat in this is actually to come down at more of an angle, so that you've got more of the flat side of the bottom kind of fighting against the aerodynamics as you go down. If you go straight down, you'll only heat up literally as you hit the ground. But if you go down like this and kind of like try and fight it a bit, that's when you get the best flames.
All right. Tell me when you see your first heat warnings.
Not yet. We'll
They
start
haven't sent
seeing
me
them in a
anything
second.
Okay. 6,000 meters.
There we go.
Get
Heat
even
warnings.
Yep, I see them. 350.
Right. Let me help boost that number.
And as soon as you start pulling up, yeah, it starts to jump up. 700 critical levels. Oh shit! All right, over 1,000. 1,500. Getting a little bit of slowdown. I'm betting
on
we're
my
starting to
screen.
take actual damage.
On my screen, it is a flyable.
Yeah, you're totally lit up for me now.
Oh
2,000.
yeah, we're taking a huge amount of damage.
I'm gonna turn off my UI now.
Front surfaces of the ship. 2,500.
Oh yeah.
2,900. 3,000.
Let's see some bits fall off. There they go.
3,500.
Did something just fall off my
3,700.
Goram ship?
She's tearing herself apart, Captain.
There's some more pieces flying off.
Now
See,
she's
this
just
is why I
glowing
wanna put
red.
the jump drive mod in there because it could explode once you take too much damage. All right.
Temps are actually dropping.
Yeah, because you're getting. Well, you're up to 30,000 on my screen. 35,000. Whoa. 32,000. She's starting to cool.
Well, we need to let her cool to see what's left at the end of that.
Yeah, let's see the damage that it did.
Mine's cooling right down now, down to warning.
And you can customize the effect, right? Like you can have it cook it a lot faster. Oh shit! You're still at 20,000 in my screen.
Yeah, the flames have just disappeared on my end. And what's
300 meters.
Yeah, don't worry.
We're cutting the tops of the trees off soon. So I still have the flame effect everywhere I look on the ship. It's kind of hard to make out bits.
Yeah, I've just trailing the party smoke, apparently.
I don't see any smoke. Interesting to see how the server handles these updates. You want to see if you can set her down, and we can check out damage and see if maybe us getting out of the cockpits fixes the effect. Because right now it still says that you're on fire, and you have heat levels critical at over 10,000.
I love that. Yeah, mine never got anything like that high. Highest I got was 3,000.
Okay.
But like 3/4 of the engines on this thing are trailing smoke on my screen.
Your entire port and starboard side are burned to a crisp. You can see all the interior bits, but most of your engines are still active. Well, the ones that are still attached. I feel like the script isn't syncing properly in the server. Let me get out. Oh, wow. Okay, interior is totally yellow. But it says it's cooling, so we'll see what happens when it gets down to 0.
She is technically down, Captain. Sort of.
Excellent. Well, I still see it like it's on fire, but it tells me that the heat levels are still dropping from like 30,000. So hopefully, there it goes. Once you got under 1,000, the effect went away.
The effect goes away, and all you can see... Well, have a look at the damage, but I've got to take this off and show you what it looks like with the thrusters trailing. Or you can, you're still in control. But yeah, this got burnt pretty heavily coming in there.
Yeah, let me switch over to spectator cam so I can look around it a bit better. Once it loads everything, look at that FPS drop. Loading the planet.
Although, yeah, as people in chat are saying, it did hold up reasonably well given the circumstances. That's what I designed it to do. Yes.
Yeah, I was hoping for more like complete and utter destruction. I wanted to see it fall apart.
Yeah, but we probably shouldn't have used this because this was the ship designed to be redundant in all the different ways and thus be resistant to just falling apart.
Well, you know what's not redundant in any ways? Voyager. I bet she'll fall right apart.
Right, are you in?
Yeah, I'm still in. Let me
Right.
get in the seat though.
Yeah, grab in a seat and have a quick look at what this looks like when it's in motion now.
I don't have any of the smoke effects showing.
None of the hydrogen effects from the...
None of the
engines.
fire effects are playing right now for me. None of the smoke effects.
Aww.
I think the game just crashed or it froze. It's telling me your heat levels are over 1,000 right now.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I don't think the multiplayer server side stuff is working properly. That's too bad. I do see us trying to go between these rocks.
Oop.
And we're frozen.
Yeah, I always forget this thing's got quite a deep belly. But she's fine.
Yeah, that's too bad. It doesn't look like the particle effects are actually playing. Well, let me try going into like spectator mode and loading another area and then loading it back. Maybe it'll fix itself. Just I can go out into space. Look at the planet. Jump back into the ship. Still shows you on fire.
Man, really? That's a shame.
Yeah, that's too bad. But there you go, guys. Pretty sweet mod. You can... I recommend you pick up... what's the mod? Which one are we using for the speed?
Mid-spaces. And we're using
Mid-spaces,
his
speed
one
uncapper.
that gives you a... Like, it's a combination of a slightly lower speed cap for large ships than you get for small ships. Kind of try and balance the fact that it was always a bit ridiculous that something tiny that weighed nothing could go... couldn't be any faster or more maneuverable than something massive. Like the ship I'm flying around is a bit more weak in these environments because it was designed to be silly quick.
Let me jump in here. I'm going to give you coordinates real quick. We can try it. Maybe if I'm in command, it'll show some more of the effects. I'm spawning in Voyager. And GPS coordinates.
So you are.
Position. Froze on you for a second. There you go. Though I don't see the Intrepid has actually spawned. Oh, that's because my speed is ridiculous right now. It gets away from you so quickly.
Yeah.
It does have an antenna on it, though.
I have no idea where you are, so
I'll give you another GPS coordinate. I screwed that up.
flying around with my flamey ship in the meanwhile.
Let me board her. I make it? I made it. Oh, and then having the diagnostic script running on the inside, I don't think it's actually properly running right now, but you see the damage slowly unfold across your ship. And GPS.
Oh, sim speed, I'm going down. Yep.
Okay, there's the GPS coordinates. Sim speed not having it.
Yeah, there's a thing with large ships, it seems that once the sim speed starts, it might not just be large ships, when the sim speed starts to drop, it will actually really quite dramatically affect your ship's ability to use inertial dampers, for example.
Oh. Those are the ones we want on. There we go. I should be able to stop now. You get those coordinates?
I did. What the hell? I can't. There we go.
And let's see if I can trigger the diagnostic script. This may have to be reset up. It's been a while since I've used the ship. There it goes. So the diag script is actually running now, so we'll be able to see damage as it unfolds on the ship, if everything works out okay.
That's getting into the same realms as running the jump dive explosion mod. I hope you realise.
Yes, and I've been wanting to do that. It's gonna be great.
No, it's going to be ding. Do you wish to submit a bug report to Keen Software House?
No.
I had the bug report error out on me the other day. That was beautiful.
Oh man. Are you able to board?
I don't know where to board.
Just teleport through the roof.
Okay. Slacker.
Or go through the here, I'll opening up the shuttle bay.
That's better. Thank you.
Yeah, get in here. Shutting the shuttle bay. This is that ship that still needs to be totally reworked, you know? Interior-wise.
This is the shit that's not letting me through these doors because you got the blooming permission set to you. I'm trapped back here, Captain.
My ship. All right, hang on. I'll make everything open to everyone. There we go. To me, yes. Share with all. There you go. That work?
Mm-hmm. I'm coming for your face.
Insulted Cat Lord, thank you for donating and supporting the channel, but we're not going to be crashing or looking at any other builds today.
I'm just
too
lost.
busy breaking things. I'm lost and I built the place. Okay, hang on. Go back to the engineering room. There you are. Hi.
Hello.
So this is why you're lost. There's Jeffrey's tubes. We've got to go straight up from here.
Oh, I see.
And then go all the way up to the top.
These would be great with some ladders.
Yeah, that's why. This is unmodded, though. Totally vanilla.
Yeah.
And then... oh, here we go. To the bridge. Bridge. Ding. There we go.
Oh, God, you got it in animated mode as well.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be great. We're going to crash some stuff.
Not allowed in the co-pilot seat, Captain. Can't be a
You're not allowed at
security
the
officer
What?
if you don't allow me access to the controls. You would leave me few solutions.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It won't let me take control. Because I just grabbed everything before. And switched it to me, and then switched it to all use. Maybe just drop one. Share with all.
This is my control.
Or you can just stand on it. That's cool too. Ah! Hey! You just took my ship. Piracy! This is piracy!
I'm not controlling it.
Now I can't access any of the control panels. What did you do? Nope, I can't control anything, and it doesn't tell me why. You just broke everything. You had one job.
I replaced your seat. That was it, Captain.
You broke it. Now we have to replace the seats again. Whoa, what happened? Still can't access the chairs.
There are no chairs.
Crap. All right, let's put new chairs down. You've ruined all of the controls. Now we are going to die. We're going to crash into the planet horribly. I can't place any blocks.
Oh, space engineers.
But I can get into the captain's chair.
That's fine. I'm taking us down, Captain.
Bring us down. I'll just sit in the captain's chair. Are you... Wait. Oh, there's some serious deep buggery going on right now.
Yeah,
so in my screen, you're rubber banding all over the bridge, or at least you were. Now you're just standing on top of the navigation's chair.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
I'm reading speed 0. You're gonna have to turn on the rear hydrogen thrusters.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Indeed. There is no spoon.
Who's flying this thing? All right, now we're accelerating. Excellent. Let's see if we can burn her up in the atmosphere. You think trying to like belly flop it might give us more heat?
Definitely.
I love this plan. I kind of dig this. I'm just gonna sit in the captain's chair and watch all the little green lights quickly turn into little red lights.
I don't like the fact that I can't see you from my chair. Just saying. My neck doesn't turn far enough.
That would be creepy.
That would be perfect. Hello.
No. I don't think Paris ever did that in the show. So for anybody who hasn't seen this build, this was a one-day build. It is made for planetary landings. It actually has all those doors in the bottom. They open up. Why are we spinning wildly out of control?
I felt appropriate. Sorry, please continue, Captain.
So if we were going to land this, we could come down fairly softly. We could use the atmospheric and hydrogen thrusters on the bottom. She has hydrogen tanks racked up in both of the nacelles, those long tubes on the left and right side of the back end. But since we're testing out the atmospheric burn-up script, this should be good times. $20,000 meters. See, this is when we should start building up heat, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I think it's all based on the fact that in Space Engineers, the atmosphere comes into play at about 7,000 meters and not where it should be. That's where the oxygen is, you know. So, and this is all based off. You know, he's done the real physics calculations. Let's not call it that. He's done the physics calculations based off a real-life formula that means that it's all down to the air density. But in Space Engineers, where we are now, there is no air. We don't get air until
we're not getting any heat. Right there we go. Now we're getting heat.
There we go. And if I bank nicely, we can climb that quite happily.
Maybe turn off inertial dampeners.
No, I think the dampeners are helping.
We're hitting critical levels of heat, but we're also only 4,000 meters off the ground. So this is kind of the... There she goes. Now she's starting to take damage. Critical levels. She's warming up. The effect is much nicer on Voyager. It's much more widespread.
Eating my FPS alive. But yeah.
We're still not picking up any damage, though. At least not on the scripts. Not that I could tell. Oh, they all went offline for a second.
2,700. Yep.
Still not picking up any damage on the sensor logs. Getting real close to the ground, though.
Yeah, I can't actually see to pull up, Captain.
Oh, you're going to hit the ground because the bottom thrusters aren't on. Oh,
they are
sweet
on.
Babies.
They've burnt to death. They were on. They just burnt. Because that was the facing that was facing our direction of travel.
Oh,
I
so we
burnt
lost
all of
that.
our bottom thrusters off.
Oh, what does that sound? That sounds terrible.
I think that probably explains why we've had this problem consistently, actually. With the whole... I've had this issue with the Partisan a number of times where I can't pull up after those dives, and that's because we've burnt our bottom thrusters off by that point. There is no pulling up. You're trying to use engines that aren't there.
I don't know about you, but in my screen, she's under the ground.
No, she's on the...
And not...
Fine for me.
Some serious multiplayer syncing issues going on here. Yeah, only thing that I have sticking out is maybe the top 3 decks. The nacelles are gone, the deflector dish is gone. Oh, yeah, let me go into spectator mode so we can actually take a look at this. She's so confused. All right, guys. Well, I highly recommend you check out this mod. It's in the description below. Any parting words, Mr. Wasted, before we wrap up the stream?
Not a parting word, a parting gift. Just give me a moment. I mean, I do have some parting words. This seems awesome. It seems really inconsistent when it comes to multiplayer because I can see from my chat what you were seeing and what I'm seeing are completely different. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'm getting effects that you just aren't. And I guess that's because I'm the server host and it's working a bit better than it would be otherwise. But at the same time, I mean, what a cool concept. And how the fact that it works at all is really awesome. The fact that I can take stuff built with Digi's wings, put them into this, and find that they perform differently, but still work, is really, really awesome. And kind of surprised that actually kind of happened and worked like it did. But definitely one I'm going to expand and play with more in future, I think.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I want to try some new aircraft builds in this. So far, in my screen, it looks like Voyager's being gobbled up by the desert. It's like quicksand. There's only a piece of the hull now sticking out, like a tremor just came up and sucked it under the ground. But yeah, that was good times. I enjoyed that. I definitely want to try out more of these, and I want to try out changing some of the values, because I know you can kind of customize some
Yeah,
of
there's a number of bits we can customize, a number of different things that we could be doing to try and help things. Wow, that's an interesting effect I was not expecting. My gift may not perform as intended, just so you know. I mean, it's cool
I
as
can't
hell.
affect the server anymore at all, man. I can't delete ships or anything, so...
That's fine. All you need to do is be able to see.
What are we looking at?
Yeah.
Or where should I be looking?
Up.
Above where Voyager is?
Wow. Okay, that handles very differently.
Oh, it's not the Lotus, is it?
Yeah.
I can't take that.
No, neither can space engineers, but...
It's not gonna happen, man.
People demanded I ended on that. So, apologies, I seem to have also missed and been useless. So, there you go. I am that guy.
Now I'm like sliding all over the place. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button on my channel, and if you're watching on Wasted's, hit the crap out of the thumbs up button on his video as well. It helps us a lot. It makes our videos show up higher in the search rankings, which helps us grow the community. If you don't know, we have a Discord channel now where we're putting together game nights and whatnot. You've probably seen PlanetSide 2. You've probably seen Star Trek Online. Wasted, you gonna be able to do Star Trek Online this weekend? Is that gonna be a thing?
Star Trek Online this weekend? That sounds like a thing we should perhaps do. Although I know that there's a whole bunch of things that we should perhaps do. So yeah.
I'm gonna bail out of the server because I'm all kinds of craziness right now.
I can see. It's interesting watching you bail around.
Run while I can.
Bit of STO this
well,
weekend. Sounds great. Thanks a lot for inviting
Yeah.
me along, sir. I will look forward to our next one.
All right, later, guys. We will see you in the next video or stream. Later, everybody. If I could get over to my